Welcome to Shore Perspectives, a community feature of WESR Radio, highlighting the spirit of the shore from those who call it home.
Jeri Winn, manager at the Eastern Shore Regional Animal Control Facility. My husband grew up in Sheraton. We've been coming out here for about a year, 2 years. We love it here. We've just been visiting on weekends, spending a little more time, brought the dog a few times, and he got a really great job with Andy at Eastern Shore Signs, and we took the leap, and I messaged Sue to see if she was hiring, and she said, God, yes, please come meet. We bought some property out in Belhaven. We've got a great little rental in Harborton, and it's just peaceful and nice here. It's beautiful here. I love it, and I want to make a difference with the animals. We are pretty full with cats and dogs. We try our very hardest to not euthanize for space. However, we are an open intake facility who cannot say no to our community. So we ask everyone to please try to rehome their own animals, do a private rehoming, because the shelter is really no place for a dog who is used to being in a home. It can go two ways. They can either thrive here, do really well, go out for adoption, or they can tank. The stress of the shelter gets to them. They could turn on us because they're stressed, and then we have to put them down, and we don't want to see that. We would love to see people's healthy pets just rehomed, and then us to be a very last ditch effort. Cats are a little more, they can get along either way, but the overpopulation of cats, I think, is everywhere in the United States, especially when people keep their animals outside. And not to say, it's necessarily your fault, but you do have to spay and neuter your pets. Rescues are full, other shelters are full. It's a nationwide crisis right now of overpopulation, and kittens pop up so quickly. Kitten season, you can have a 3-month-old kitten and a month later she's pregnant. And then the cycle continues and continues and continues. And being that we're an open intake facility, we don't really have the ability to say no to people bringing us litters of kittens. We try very hard to try to have them rehome, but when the community is in need, we are here to help step up and help them. But our space is small. So we are very blessed to work with some great rescues. TBS Kitten Rescue. We have recently Crestwood came in yesterday to pull 9 bottle-fed babies for us and a litter of kittens. I am still learning about all the rescues out here since I am only, I think it's been 3 months since I moved out to the shore. So getting a relationship with everyone is a really great priority, and when they can pull, it's just a huge burden off of us. We're a small staff. We do everything. We clean, we intake, we adopt, we are part-time vets, we are caretakers, and when you have 9 bottle-fed babies and 60 kennels of cats and 12 dogs, it can be a little overwhelming. And you try your best, but we know those bottle feds are probably not getting the best care they need. So fosters and rescues are a huge thing for us, and we just can't say thank you enough to them when they do help. So we have 2 cat rooms, and our kennels fill up very quickly. We've had multiple citizens bring in litters of 9, 10 at a time. Every single day there's a stray kitten. Every single day there's a litter being brought in. Being that we have so limited space, it fills up quick. And when adoptions don't happen, you have to make hard decisions about where do the cats go. And since we're an open intake facility, it's hard to say no, and we don't want to put healthy animals down. We don't want to put adoptable animals down. That's not our mission. Our mission is to find them homes, to give them the best care they can receive while they're here, and hopefully to find there forever. My big push since I have been at this facility since June is social media. I am the main social media person for the animal control now, and it's made a huge difference. We set a record last month for cat adoptions, and we are on our way to setting an even bigger record this month for cat adoptions and dog adoptions. We are hosting open houses for cats. Before, we were an appointment only. Now, we do want to say appointment only for dogs because we do want to hand pick people coming in to visit. The dogs can get stressed with multiple people walking through. Sometimes you get a lot of looky-loos that just want to see and aren't really interested. So we only pull the dogs out when it is an absolute certain that it is going to be either a match or an adoption happening. For the cats, cats are much less stressed out when people come in. So we hope to have more open houses in the future. We want people to come see what we're all about, visit our facility, meet me as the new manager in the face of the animal control, and then really just take a look and see what we have available. We don't have a website quite yet, but we hope to in the future. So really we're just doing Facebook posts, but you really don't know a personality of a cat until you come in. So we're trying to expand our adoption hours, and especially for cats, we want the public to come visit as often as possible. So we are having our open houses. We're going to do a big one probably in the first week of August on a Saturday evening, maybe a Friday. We have to look at our calendar still, but we'll advertise shortly, probably from about 5 to 8. That way people getting off work can come visit. And then we also just kind of have an open invitation. We post our hours every week. We're open for intake 12 to 4. That's for lost and found animals. But for cats, it's going to be pretty much every day 1 to 4. Our adoptions are $45 for cats, $55 for dogs, which is relatively cheap in the grand scheme of things. They all come rabies certified if they are old enough. If they're not, that is on the adopter. But everyone's going to get a round of vaccines. It's very important, which is why we do such a thorough adoption application. We want to make sure that your animals are kept up to date, that you have a great relationship with your vet, because we want the animals going home to you to continue the same care that they got from us. And of course, vaccinations will prevent a lot of things. The only thing we can't do is spay and neuter. We hope to maybe have some funds in the next few years as we work out some programs to offer that. But right now we cover microchips, so in case your pet gets lost, if we're to be picked up, it's going to scan right to you. And then, of course, first round of vaccinations as well. And then we always treat for any common colds and things like that, antibiotics, flea and tick, as well. We rely heavily on our community for donations. We put a plea when I first started here for Nyla bones, for peanut butter, so the dogs can have a little enrichment, and the community just came full force. We have enough peanut butter to last us probably 6 months, which is wonderful. So the dogs have really great enrichment happening, which keeps their stress levels down, keeps it nice and quiet in the shelter, keeps everybody happy. Donations, we try really hard to keep up with the amount of food we need, and we have a really great backer, Faces, Friends of Animal Control Eastern Shore, that our corporal actually runs. It's a great nonprofit that does a lot of our vet bills. So she does that on the side, which is wonderful, but that helps pay for food as well. But we can always use Frisky's wet pate. Any brand of dog food, any wet dog food, anything helps, and keeps our animals going and well fed. This is our longest cat resident, Baby Girl. She's been here since May 6th, and unfortunately it's just had no interest. A really good citizen paid for her adoption, so her adoption is sponsored. She's about 1.5 years old. She's extremely playful, very sweet. She'd love a friend, and she would love to get out of here. She's been here the longest. Thanks to my background at Richmond Animal Care and Control, their big thing that put them on the map was the funniest names they could think of. It really pops up on social media. People get a kick out of it. I love the cheesy food names. So we've got a snack cake back there. We've got an apple pie. We've got a foodie. We've got a ding dong. We've got a Twinkie. We have this sweet little cat named Baby. We've got a cat that they thought had a broken neck, so we named it Ouch, My Neck. So we try to be as funny as we can. We've got a cat named Pieces back there, cat named Baby Girl. We've got a Mama Skits and a Baby Skits. We've got a Road Rash, a Road Warrior. They were found in the middle of the road. So we just try to come up with some quirky names, and hopefully we'll get people's attention. And what's funnier than trying to get a cat named Ding Dong? I have 5 rescues, and they are the light of my life. I love seeing updates from other people once they adopt from us. I love hearing the stories of how bonded people are with their animals, how they just didn't know they were searching for a dog until the dog came along. And I always say your rescue finds you at the time you need it the most. Whether you're having a sad moment in your life, a really joyous moment, and you want to share it with a friend. I mean, what's better than coming home and having a sweet dog or a sweet cat just kind of curl up right next to you and say hi? There's nothing better in the world.
For Shore Perspectives and WESR Radio, I'm Kelley Gaskell.